I'm Jay Horton. I make movies that make money. This is how. I've been getting a lot of questions lately, like, how can I make sure my movie gets onto the right platforms? I see filmmakers all the time obsessed with getting their movies on Netflix or Hulu or even Tubi, thinking that their movie is just gonna take off. Just because you get a movie onto one of these platforms doesn't mean you're gonna make a ton of money, or even very much at all. The truth of the matter is, no matter how connected you are, no matter where you get your movie placed, without a solid marketing plan and, more importantly, a solid movie, you're gonna have a very difficult time getting eyeballs on it and therefore a very difficult time making money. I'm gonna hit you with a cold hard fact. If after the movie is made is when you start thinking about distribution, you're already way behind the 8 ball. Preparing a film for financial success starts at inception. In today's market, it is very difficult to reverse engineer a marketing plan after a movie is complete. Now, it can and has been done, and there are filmmakers that do it. And I've made a ton of videos that try to help those filmmakers. But I'm hoping here that I can catch a few filmmakers at those earlier stages, the planning stages of their films. Because more often than not, the latecomers to marketing planning are not going to find success. These movies are not going to make it onto Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. Yeah, even Amazon is getting tougher these days. Or even Tubi. Yeah, Tubi does curate. And even if you do get placement on one of these platforms, that doesn't equal success. Let me repeat that. Placement does not equal success. Granted, there are examples out there of filmmakers that did just get their movies onto Tubi or Amazon and did hardly any promotion at all, and the movies just took off. In a world where algorithms reign, it does happen. It is a possibility. But even in those cases, I'd argue that it's still not blind luck. For this kind of viral thing to happen, the movie itself has to be extremely market friendly, or just straight up excellent. And the timing has to be right. And when all or even a few of those things align, boom. I've had it happen to me. I had a movie this last year that I wasn't terribly proud of. It just didn't come out as planned. But a lot of time and money went into it, so I still put it out. But I didn't advertise or promote it hardly at all. I mean, like nothing. And in spite of that, it took off. It was one of my 2020 top earners. But keep this in mind, it was one of like 30. It was definitely an outlier. Anyway, point is, typically, just having a movie on a major platform does not automatically equal any kind of major return. The other thing I often see then is filmmakers start crapping on those channels if they can't get their movies onto them, complaining about gatekeeping or conspiracies to keep indies down. I'm gonna lay it out straight for you. There is no indie film conspiracy. Hell, even the term indie film has little meaning anymore. It used to mean that a movie was financed and created independent of the major studios. These days, by that definition, most movies are independent films. What I'm saying is that before blaming external factors, take a long, honest look at your work. Was it really right for that platform? Should it be there? I mean, look at me. I make very low budget movies. And don't get me wrong, I like my movies. I would go as far as to call them good. But I'm under no illusion that they are Netflix, Hulu, or HBO Max level quality. But I hold no grudge against those platforms just because I can't get onto them. And maybe someday my stuff will level up to that level. Someday, maybe not. Either way, I'm good. Right now, my titles are pretty much best suited for AVOD platforms like Tubi and IMDB TV, and maybe even YouTube now that I'm monetized. And if you're not quite at the Tubi level, you can still put your work up on YouTube. You can do Vimeo on demand. You can get a website and self-distribute. You can use social media to drive traffic. One of the coolest things about today's landscape is there's an avenue of distribution for literally every movie made. It's just a matter of what we do with that. If you're liking my channel, there are a few quick things you can do to support me here that cost you not a dime. Hit the like button. It helps. Leave a comment, even if it's just to say howdy. And last but definitely not least, share this on Facebook, Twitter, take a screenshot, share it on Instagram. Spreading the word is the best way to help my channel grow. But whatever you do, keep making movies.